is a snowy afternoon in upstate New York as you get a look inside Bills Stadium in Orchard Park.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. Teams here playing for pride as the final week of the NFL season is underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Mahomes now on first down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now the first carry for Darrynton Evans. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he gets this one down to the 24. 39 yards there, a big one. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Evans out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. Third down here.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, Jackson buying time to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Hunt pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Buffalo and Houston, two up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the two defenders before finding Taiwan Jones for a big play late. And that game went into overtime, tied at 19, before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session.
It's a gain of 3.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Mike 57. Let's go, baby. They turn up. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Here's Jackson. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
At the 31-yard line.
On the counter, Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, it's Hunt, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Do you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. On 2nd and 12, Jackson, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bills have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with Evans. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Darrington Evans.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Bills 7, Texans nothing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On 1st down, Hunt, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of
People
8.
worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
On the run is Hassan. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run here with Evans. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll look downfield for Waller. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little 1st half here, partner.
And it's a 1st half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Houston.
They'll run out of the gun with Evans. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes on the screen. This is Evans. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll look downfield for Waller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
And it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
27 career.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Evans.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson over the middle here to Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards to pick up there. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Hey, middle. 51 to right, boy, 51. Get ready. Get up.
Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. George Kittle with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes his own way. They may not have to block as hard.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Hunt, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
3rd and 11.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot. 180. It's hot. It's hot. 180. Do you want Mike?
They run the counter. Hunt, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Ball carrier.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Evans, fast footwork. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the ground, it's Evans. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
On 2nd down, a run with Evans. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Houston.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Mahomes now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Texans.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Darrynton Evans, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Texans get a bit closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. Appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Check it out, report. Hey, report.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Check Mike 57. Watch the run.
Now it's Jackson. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Evans. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Here's Evans. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Mahomes firing complete, and he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Darren Waller.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
The Texans first down.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown, Houston.
Michael Gallup, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Bills 34, Texans 13.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
It's a gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This is Hunt on the draw play. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Touchdown, Houston.
Pass complete.
Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer.
For the extra point.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
On the delay, here's Hunt. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Pass intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Today's final score, Bills.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9.